to recycling bins are supposed to save the environment, but residents near the Gold Coast tell us they're being used to sell drugs.
In the Gulf Coast neighborhood, people are selling drugs. Miss Q and Mr. Nelson are selling drugs. Miss Vera by the recycling bins in the alleyway in the dumpster in the Gulf Coast neighborhood. They're selling drugs in the Gulf Coast neighborhood. The police are trying to get them, trying to arrest them for selling drugs in the Gulf Coast neighborhood in the alleyway of Chicago. The news people are there because they're selling drugs, opioid, by the dumpster, which is illegal. They're selling drugs in the Gulf Coast neighborhood by the recycling dumpsters, by the recycling bin dumpsters. They're selling drugs. They're selling drugs. People are drug dealing in the alleyway by the Gulf Coast neighborhood. They're selling drugs, opioids. Mr. Rivera, Miss Q, and Mr. Nelson are selling it to Bilbo. The police are trying to get them, to arrest them. Mr. Chief Wiggum, the news people are there selling drugs in the alleyway of Chicago, opioids in the Gulf Coast neighborhood. Bilbo is trying to buy drugs. Mr. Nelson selling drugs, and Miss Q and Mr. Rivera, they go to jail for selling drugs. Opioids. They're not supposed to be selling them. They're fucking idiots for selling them. In the Gulf Coast neighborhood, they're selling drugs, opioids. They're selling drugs in the neighborhood of the alleyway in the Gulf Coast. They get arrested for selling them by the recycling bins in the alleyway. The recycling dumpsters in the alleyway. The recycling dumpsters in the alleyway, they're selling them. Opioids, they're getting money, they're drug dealing in the alleyway of Chicago in the Gulf Coast neighborhood. They're selling opioids, which is illegal. They're selling guns too. They're drug dealing and gun dealing in the alleyway in Chicago in the Gulf Coast neighborhood. Gulf Coast neighborhood.